Hello everyone. In Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 4, a problem within the Smith family that existed for years prior to Justin Roiland's departure was taken to a new level. Despite the fact that the show mostly focuses on its title characters, the Smith family has been a mainstay throughout the whole run, with several episodes and stories devoted to each member. While Beth and Summer have had their moments to shine in the past, Jerry and Rick have already been the focus of one episode this season. Using these characters makes sense, and their presence on the show has improved it. Their individual traits and personalities have a significant impact on both Rick and Morty. Sadly, these characters' overall effect on the show is starting to suffer as a result of alterations made to them, and not in a good way. The funniest jokes and finest gags from Rick and Morty Season 7 Episode 4 worked better than most this season, but the Smiths' overall quality suffered as a result. This carries on a theme that has been going on for a few seasons and increases the difficulties that Rick and Morty have after Roiland. The Smith family, who once offered the program a moral compass, has lost its empathy in Rick and Morty Season 7. Even though Summer had a bad attitude, she would regularly get scared or angry at some of Rick and Morty's dubious behavior. Similarly, despite having different personalities, Jerry and Beth would frequently express worry about the direction Rick was taking their kid. Nevertheless, Season 7 hardly addresses these issues. Jerry, in particular, showed sympathy because he was mistreated and frequently the target of jokes. But lately, he has even demonstrated a lack of concern for other people. The idea of Episode 4 centers on the family consuming spaghetti that turns out to be human. The family is unhappy that Morty told them about it, rather than appalled, indicating that they were content to consume other people as long as they were unaware of it. In contrast to Beth and Jerry's attitude in Season 1, this callousness and contempt for human life has become the norm as the show has gone on. The show's likability problem seems to be exacerbated by the cold-heartedness of the Smith family in Rick and Morty. Jerry was frequently the subject of jokes due to his wholesome appearance and insecurity, but this also made it simple to get to know him. Beth became a more rounded and relatable character as a result of her responses to Morty's exploits and her capacity to face her own father. Both have turned into quite uninvolved parents, not even making an effort to shield Morty, which has made them less recognizable and more difficult to like. The family as a whole has grown more callous, making them less relatable. The entire family appears to have been affected by Rick, as they are now devoid of empathy. It appears that Morty has also lost his innocence. Despite his attempts to find a moral solution to the spaghetti incident, he eventually gave in to the rest of the family and stopped caring what they were eating, even if it might have been human. The family in the Jarek Trap Episode 2 was happy to shoot and murder multiple characters without feeling guilty. The characters lose their individuality and become harder to like or root for as a result of their cold-heartedness, which hurts any future plots that might call for the audience's sympathy.